So what do you think is going to happen when you happen to steal somebody's car that disagrees with that and decides that they're going to drop a hammer on you and prosecute you to the full extent of the law?
Then I do my time in jail. Jail ain't nothing. That's what I always do, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
She's talking about the audience, that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
What I just said.
What do you do for a living?
I do security at Kaiser.
Who do you live with?
I live by myself.
And you were arrested.
Yes.
When?
May 2017.
And it was a serious charge.
Yes.
Had you ever been arrested before?
No.
Have you ever been arrested since May of 17?
No.
But the charge in May of 17 was murder.
It was attempted murder.
When you were arrested, everybody sort of rallied around you because you were a good kid.
Yeah.
Including your brother.
Yes.
How much was your bail?
It was 1.2 million, then it was dropped down to 300,000, then 250,000, and the charges were dropped down to assault with a firearm.
What happened with that case?
It was dismissed.
It was an outright dismissal?
Well, I'm not clear what that means exactly.
That means that you didn't plead guilty to something. The district attorney dismissed all the charges.
Yes.
And when you were arrested in May, how long were you held?
For a week.
Must have been frightening.
Well, yeah.
Not?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Must have been.
Okay, double click on my computer. I can see your computer. No. Click on my computer on your computer. How can I click on your computer from my computer? There is an icon labeled my computer on your computer. Double click it. What the hell? What is your computer doing on my computer? Double click on your computer. Which icon do I have to click? My computer! Tell me, where do you live? I go to your house to click on your computer. Oh my god!
Foosball. You playing the foosball behind my back?
The only reason I'm doing this so I can go to school.
School? You going to school? Ah!
I'm sorry, Mama. I wanted to tell you.
You off gallivant with your fancy foosball friends at school while I'm sitting here all day with nobody to keep me company except Steve? The chickens are coming home to roost, Bobby Boucher. You reap the fruit of your selfish ways. You gonna lose all your fancy foosball games, and you're gonna fail your big exam because school is...
The devil? Everything is the devil to you, Mama! Well, I like school, and I like football, and I'm gonna keep doing them both because they make me feel good. And by the way, Mama, alligators are ornery because they're medulla oblongata. And I like Vicky, and she likes me back. And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
I don't believe this. I read this news article, and it said that a lightning bolt is hotter than the sun.
I believe it.
Why do you just believe it? Did you hear that?
First off, let's see. Someone probably studied it, right? That's kind of how that would work. Someone did that, brought it to said news station, and that's not a riveting report, but they wanted to speak on it.
So the sun is the hottest thing we know.
That's also incredibly wrong. Incredibly wrong. There's so many stars that are hotter, bigger, way larger than the sun. The sun is our life bringer and life giver.
So the sun is the hottest thing we know.
That's still wrong because we know about the other stars. I'm not making it up. It's science. It's science.
Okay, but
bigger stars, hotter stars, further stars.
Okay, but they said if the sun, I've always learned this in class. If the sun were to get like even a little bit closer, the earth is gone.
100%. It'd be too hot.
If a lightning bolt is hotter than that, and a lightning bolt hit my backyard one time, why am I not a corpse? Why am I not sizzling, snapping bacon from Dunkin' Donuts?
That's so good. That's so good. Lightning bolt. Believe it or not, lightning bolt, very small. Sun, astronomically big. Do you wrap around that one?
I love the Mexican people, especially the big girls, las gorditas. They are so tasty. Ay, que rico. They call me El Viejo Asqueroso, which is Spanish for the handsome orange man. In fact, the next big, beautiful one I see, I'll be grabbing her by the taco. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be huge.
Would you rather kiss me or kiss the prettiest girl in the world for...
All for me, can't swim. If you can't swim, honey, I mean, the earth is 80% water. So if there's, if there's a tsunami and you trying to get on my back, bye, bitch. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't your floaty. I ain't nobody floaty.
I don't believe this. I read this news article, and it said that a lightning bolt is hotter than the sun.
I believe it.
Why do you just believe it? Did you hear that?
First off, let's see. Someone probably studied it, right? That's kind of how that would work. Someone did that, brought it to said news station, and that's not a riveting report, but they wanted to speak on it.
But isn't the sun the hottest thing ever?
That's also incredibly wrong. Incredibly wrong. There's so many stars that are hotter, bigger, way larger than the sun. The sun is our life bringer and life giver.
So the sun is the hottest thing we know.
That's still wrong because we know about the other stars. I'm not making it up. It's science. It's science.
Okay, but
bigger stars, hotter stars, further stars.
Okay, but they said if the sun, I've always learned this in class. If the sun were to get like even a little bit closer, the earth is gone.
100%. It'd be too hot for us.
If a lightning bolt is hotter than that, and a lightning bolt hit my backyard one time, why am I not a corpse? Why am I not sizzling, snapping bacon from Dunkin' Donuts?
That's so good. That's so good. Lightning bolt. Believe it or not, lightning bolt, very small. Sun, astronomically big. Do you wrap around that one?
If you can make me mad using one word, I'll do whatever you want.
You're ugly.
I said to use one word.
Yeah, okay, ugly.
Not working. Ugly's not even that's not gonna be a word that gets me upset. You have any other words that might get me upset?
What?
Do you have any other words that might get me upset? Like one word to get me upset.
What?
Do you have a word that you think will make me upset? That way I can do whatever you want because it seems like that would be exciting for you.
What?
I think I'm making myself very clear. I don't think I'm not speaking English well for you to understand.
What?
What do you mean what? What do you mean what?
Okay, I want to try something. Sell me this pen.
Sir, this is a marker.
Okay, sell me that marker.
Do you need a marker?
Well, I actually don't need a marker right now.
Then why do you want me to sell this marker?
Because I want to test to see if your sales skills are good.
Sir, if you don't need something, why the hell would I sell something to you? If a customer does not need a thing, I will never sell a thing to him. Because my father used to always say, leave what you want to sell before you sell.
I don't want to hear about your father anymore. I don't want to hear about anything. Just give me that pen back.
My father would not be proud.
Give me the pen back.
It's a marker.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father. I'm very sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be there. I'm the only one she calls dad. You can't change it. We spent 2 years together. You can't change that. You can't take that away.
You said earlier that if Robin was not your biological child, it causes you to doubt whether or not you truly are the biological father of Jermaine Benning Jr. And because of that doubt, the court wants to make sure when you leave here, you have the whole truth.
I think I deserve at least that, Your Honor.
Can you describe some of the circumstances that lead you to doubt baby Jermaine? Is there anything else in addition to the fact that we've now learned that Robin is not your biological daughter?
On top of that, the same thing with the texting me telling me I'm not the father. I even received a text telling me after he was born, which I still went through the whole labor, everything. After that, after all that, I get a text telling me, oh, I want a paternity test for Jermaine too.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning. Told them. You two could have.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and
Miss Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
What's that animal in Chicago? The grizzly animal.
In Chicago?
Your mom. That grizzly animal.
Don't talk about my mother.
It's just a joke. Relax.
Yeah, my mother's very pretty.
She's a beautiful woman.
Unlike your cross-eyed mother.
Well, don't.
I'm not Bobby Mother. I'm Bobby Mom.
You're so mean, dude.
You know, you were the first person I ever went to a sleepover with.
Yeah, I know. You made it very clear because you turned up and went, "This is the first time I ever stayed at anyone's house."
Wow!
And then your mum also told my mum that it was the first time you've ever stayed.
Oh
at
wow!
anyone's
Wow!
house.
Wow!
And you brought a big bag of sweets and fizzy drinks because you said, "I didn't know what to bring. I've never done that. I've never." You're like, "I've never stayed at anyone's house before, so I don't know what."
That's wholesome as shit. I can't lie.
Fuck's sake!
That's big.
Wonder if I'd be a good Muslim or not.
You ever thought about doing it?
I think you have to be born into it, or you can just do it.
I think you can just do it.
Yeah.
Huh. Would you try it?
Maybe. I tried keto for I guess almost a month.
Mm-hmm. It kind of makes you smell bad though, doesn't it?
Which one?
Keto.
Yeah.
So now they're crying over toys. Toys made in China. They say tariffs will ruin Christmas. I say good. Maybe it's time your kids learn where things come from. Not everything shows up in a box with a smile. We gave China our factories. They gave us cheap junk. Now we take it back. And if a few kids miss out on plastic garbage this year, blame the deals you voted for.
My friend tried to set me up the other day with her 37-year-old friend. And I was like, set me up to do what? Drive him to his appointments? Talk to his doctors about the treatment plan? What am I doing with him?
I feel that too. Sometimes my girlfriends will go on dates with dudes in their 30s or 40s when we were early 20s. Girl, what are you talking about? I know, I think age gaps are so, I can't do them. I can't do it. Older men annoy me.
What am I going to do with a 37-year-old man at my young, spry age?
What are we going to talk about? We have nothing in common.
Yeah, well, it's first of all, I grew up with the internet.
Yeah.
And you were doing the phones that you had to go 3.
Would you ever let a gay dude flirt? Did you ever let a gay guy flirt with you a little just to keep your spirits up a little?
Keep my spirits up a little?
Or just say you're sitting somewhere, you're talking to a guy and it's a gay guy. Did you ever, not act real straight or something because you were... You know what I'm saying, though? To try to just have a decent day or whatever? You know what I'm talking about, though? You took advantage of them. Well, bees are dying, too.
Yeah.
Bees are dying from the heat.
Is it the heat?
Yep, they're evaporating, they ejaculate, and their whole body blows up.
Is that real?
Bring it up, Jamie. I'm gonna fucking do something in here.
At temperatures over 107 degrees Fahrenheit, it is estimated that half of male honeybees will die in this manner within 6 hours. Bees ejaculating themselves to death in heat waves.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Oh my God,
Spring
you're
break,
telling the
baby.
truth. I thought you were just
Spring
making
break.
shit
So
up.
did I.
Click on that.
Hell no, dude. This is in, I'm sure. This is in Panama City Beach, Florida.
Bees, click on that link. What happened?
This is Kid Rock's honey. That's who's making this shit.
Yo, I used to be afraid of my washing machine because it was the one where it's you throw mad shit in. And then it's just a thing in the middle that just goes and then all the clothes somehow mix.
Oh, we had the one that had a little spiral thing in the middle.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was two things that go like this. This was a spiral thing that would spin.
It didn't spin as much as it went back and forth.
It would literally spin like this, and it would. I used to watch.
I thought if I put my hand in, I would get stuck and pulled under.
Anytime I would do laundry growing up in our childhood home, I would watch the water fill it up, and I would imagine there were little people on my clothes, and then when the water came and got them, that they'd drown.
What?
Welcome back to the Talking Baby podcast. Today, I'm sitting with very, very special guest, the basketball legend, LeBron James.
Hi, baby. Great to be here.
So, I heard you're retired now. Does that mean you watch cartoons and take naps all day? Because I napped a lot today, and it was amazing.
Retirement has been an adjustment. I'm spending more time with family instead of games. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing, though. I do miss the competition sometimes.
Family, huh? You have kids? You're like a big baby yourself then. How many diapers do you deal with a day? I do at least 4.
I have 3 kids. Believe me, cleaning up after them is a whole new sport.
3 kids? That's a lot of crying and burping. Did you ever burp or fart during a game? Because if I took a free throw after a burrito, I'd lose points.
Nope, nothing like that on the court. But dealing with tiny humans is definitely wild. Every day is a surprise, kind of like foul calls.
Speaking of games, you played basketball forever. Did you just not want to share your toys, or did you love it that much?
I've loved basketball since I was a kid. It's basically been my world for decades. One long practice, really.
Long practice, huh? I once practiced crawling for an hour and then took a nap. You guys don't nap after games?
Now, if we lost late, I just crawled back to the locker room feeling exhausted.
And now you're retired, so no more crawling to the court. Do you get big guy diapers now, or?
No diapers, but my teammates always joke that I was the baby of the team, even though I'm taller than everyone.
Ha! Tall, but babyish. I'm pretty tall for a baby, too. Do you still make silly faces on television? Because I have to watch how I chew. I might end up on YouTube.
Sometimes, yeah. I stick my tongue out after a big play. Not sure if anyone filmed that, though.
You know what's weird about fame? People recognize you everywhere. My mom videotapes me singing, but no one lines up for my autograph.
It's crazy. People notice you doing the smallest thing, shopping, grabbing a snack, even at Disneyland. Trying to eat dinner without someone snapping a photo is wild.
Selfie in your soup? That sounds yummy. Do people ask you crazy stuff? They ask me to make faces, and I just say, I don't know what that is.
All the time. Once someone stopped me during a concert to ask how to do the baby dab, I just gave them a pacifier.
People want autographs for everything, and I can't even write my name. The best I can manage is say, Mama.
Mama is a great word. But yeah, I've signed a lot of basketballs and even a lucky shoe or 2.
So what's this basketball thing anyway? When I toss my block in the toy bin, I get cookies. When you throw that big orange ball in a hoop, what do you get?
We score points, and if we win enough games, we win a championship. Then the reward is a ring.
Rings? I thought you meant the ring on the faucet. 4 rings, huh? If I win, do I get 4 teething rings?
Not exactly, but I've got 4 championship rings. They're like having extra nap times, I guess. So
4 rings. Got it. Did you ever get so sleepy during a game that you almost dozed off on the court?
Nope, never mid-dribble. But after a triple overtime one night, I was so exhausted that all I wanted was milk and a nap.
Triple overtime? I sometimes play in the bathtub too long and squeak, I'm cold! But you guys kept playing? That's crazy. Life isn't one big game. Sometimes you gotta stop and take a nap.
Right? You can't run before you crawl.
True. Lastly, existential question time. If a baby laughs in a forest and no grown-ups are around, do we still get cookies? And what's beyond the stars? Is there a giant pacifier up there?
Tough one. Beyond the stars, maybe a giant cookie jar.
I hope so. If not, I'll just nap and dream about one.
Good luck with that nap.
Thanks for hanging out, LeBron.
Bye, baby. Take care.
That's all for today's episode of the Talking Baby podcast. What do you want me to bring here next? Let me know in the comments. Stay fresh, everyone. Welcome back to the Talking Baby podcast. Today's guest is someone I have thrown across the room at least 7 times this week. My sippy cup.
Hello. I'm honored. Also terrified.
First off, what's your deal? Why do you leak water even when I'm not drinking?
It's called anxiety, okay? You shake me, you chew me, sometimes you sit on me. I'm under a lot of pressure.
Fair. Very fair. Second question, why when I throw you do you always land in the absolute worst place possible? Like under the couch, under somewhere. I don't know.
That's called skill. You think it's random, but I aim for maximum inconvenience.
I respect the hustle. Now, be honest. Do you hate me?
No. I live in constant fear. Every time you pick me up, it's like, is this the time I get launched into the ceiling fan? You have a good arm, by the way. Future quarterback, maybe?
Appreciate that. Tell the scouts. Final question before I bite you again. What's it like being literally the most important thing in my life for like 15 minutes and then completely forgotten?
It's humbling. 1 second, I'm your whole world. The next, I'm abandoned under the couch next to a stale Cheerio and something that might be a raisin but also might be a bug.
Inspirational. Anyway, so thanks for being here.
Tell my family I love them.
That's all for today's episode of the Talking Baby Podcast. What do you want me to bring here next? Let me know in the comments. Stay fresh, everyone.
How long do you last? Oh, man.
No, be real.
Oh. I would say probably 4 minutes. Wow. Is that enough?
That's not enough.
4 minutes? Maybe five, maybe five. What time of year is it?
This girl asked me if I play Mortal Kombat. And I said, I love it, of course. My favorite, Liu Kang. She said, you need to get over here so I can finish you. Now, I was a little skeptical, but I thought she was talking smack. I'm undefeated with Liu Kang, so she could bring it. I'm down to give equal lefts and rights, you know. And she said she had snacks, so the chubby within me got a little excited. Y'all, when I got there, she was darn near butter by her neck. You talking about some, get over here. No, you stay over there, you Jezebel. They trying to trap me.
WW. I mean, who you figure that is, huh? Woodrow Wilson? Willy Wonka? Walter White? You got me.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
No, because of what you do to me on the radio.
Damn it, Gina! Now I'm mad. You don't get it, do you? This is childish, Gina. That's all right, you gonna leave, all right? I'm a man, Gina. I'm gonna be all right. This is childish. I want you out. I don't even know why you're still here. Step! Step! You won, baby.
A what?
You won, baby.
If you pet a dog and he don't walk off, God, I love that. God, I love that. If you pet a dog and he stay right there and let you do it, God, you turn into a dang pedophile, baby. You know what I'm saying, boy?